Hello there, everybody. How the devil are we all? I am alive, but at what cost? At what price, I ask you, chat? How the devil are we all? I hope you're well. Thank you for asking. Yesterday, I was not around. Had a terrible day. I won't go into details. Suffice it to say, everyone's okay, though, so, you know. It's all good, but still very unpleasant. So that's why I wasn't here yesterday. And I'm here very early today, certainly very early by my standards, because there is football taking place this evening. I will be attending Birmingham City versus Bolton Wanderers.
Stop it. Get some help.
There has never been a more perfectly timed Michael Jordan intervention upon me there. I should stop it, I should get help, but I won't. So there. So I'll be attending that this evening, which means, which would clash perfectly with the kind of time I stream at, and so I'm going a bit early today because there are some things that I felt were needed to be said about a certain thing, and also just because it's sort of what I do. I am a streamer, therefore I stream. I stream, therefore I am, to quote a very dead man. Anywho, how are we all? I hope you're well. Now, before we get into the serious business, there was something I did just want to show you. Because whilst I was at the... I had to drive a very sick member of my family to a hospital yesterday. A very small, very being sick on my back seat relative of mine. God bless them. Anyway, they're fine. They're fine. It's just what young children do, isn't it? They get ill and they throw up on my fucking car. It's okay. I've cleaned it up. It's fine. Anyway, and whilst I was there at the hospital, my mother, who is fucking mental, she, in the best, in the best possible way, decided to give me a gift. Now this has become something of a meme on the channel. My mother's really, really mental gifts. Much like gifting a sub to this channel is strange and bizarre and disgusting. We're on a hype train as well. I didn't even fucking realise. Thank you to Mr. Peter Wood, for gifting a sub. Thank you, Marinaka, for resubscribing. Thank you, Tassamount, for resubscribing with Prime. 38 months. Mental. And thank you, Lord Fritus, for gifting a sub to Begalzebub. We're on level 2 of the hype train. If we get to level 3 of the hype train, I will finger my car not smelling of sick, because that ship has sailed. Anyway. Where was I? Oh yes, if you want to give to the if you want to make the hype train go choo choo, bits, sobs, these are things, etc. Quite so. Thank you, Mr. Peter Wood. Mr. Peter Wood. If you don't get that reference, tough shit. I'm saying it every time he fucking does something. That's his name. He gets a fucking song. Anyway. My mother, God bless her, is she's a fucking lunatic. She gives me the strangest gifts that I don't ask for, I don't request in any way, that I have no interest in, frankly. But she does it nonetheless. I've shown you a few of them. I showed you the picture that she had done at a professional, like, I don't know, a fucking photographic studio of my now formerly dead cat. It was alive at the time, God bless him, Rory Katz, R.I.P. to a king. As a motorcyclist, fucking strange. She has given me a plushie of Knuckles from the Sonic the Hedgehog game. That's a theme I'll be returning to in a second. Keep that in mind. She gave me for the old frogs, she gave me the stuffed toy of Paddington Bear, which appeared behind me in many of my early YouTube videos, the Descent of Manosphere series, etc. That Paddington Bear, she gave me that. Although that one was less mental because she used to read us the Paddington Bear stories, so it was kind of a nice nod back to our childhood. It was lovely. Anyway, so she gives me the strangest dumb gifts ever. It's, as personality quirks go, entirely tolerable, but it is strange and a little unnerving at times. Anyway, at the hospital, she says, "I know what'll cheer you up, Kev." Right? She definitely didn't say that. That would have been a very strange thing to say. No, she said, "I've got a gift for you." Now, immediately, alarm bells start ringing in my head. This could be fucking anything. I have no idea what it was. So she said, come with me. And we went down to her car, into the boot of the car, or the Americans' trunk. The bit at the back where you keep stuff. That's the trunk, right? Anyway. And she opened up a plastic bag and gave me this thing. Now, I don't even know how to describe this other than just showing you. I'm not on camera today, but I will just briefly put the light on and show you this. She's crocheted Sonic the fucking Hedgehog. What am I going to do? Look at its fucking eyes. It wants to feast on human flesh. Look at it. Look into its soulless, dead eyes. It has seen things. It has done things. Fucking hell. Right? So that's what she gave me as a gift.
Return of the sausages.
It would have been better if she'd just returned the fucking sausages.
Sonic.
True. She's given me this. Now, I at no point in my life have ever, and I repeat ever, shown any real interest in the Sonic the Hedgehog series, ever. And this is now the second gift in the matter of about a year that she has given me that would be totally incongruous with everything about me. And I have a suspicion that I know what's going on. I think my younger brother, who is a man now in his 30s, a father of 2, and therefore should be a role model, a beacon of civilization, and a path for these 2 burgeoning young lives that he's brought into the world. He should be that, but instead what I think he's done is informed my mother, erroneously, that I am a fan of the Sonic the Hedgehog games, and now she is buying me gifts based upon that piece of information that she thinks that I don't know that she knows. So she thinks she's being super clever, whereas actually what's happened is my brother has played a cruel, cruel trick upon her, and now I'm getting gifts that I don't want. Based upon this. Now, can I prove this in a court of law? No, I cannot. Am I absolutely 100% certain it is true? Yes. Yes, I am. There's no way that little fucker hasn't done this. After his child was sick on my fucking seat as well. And the thing is, she then told me, I then learned something about my mother as well, because she was like, oh yeah, I took up crocheting again. And I went, what do you mean again? You've never fucking crocheted. She went, no, we did. Before the children came along, she's speaking to one of her children, but she refers to us collectively as the children. Before the children came along, I used to crochet all the time. And then it made sense in my head. That's why in all of the old photos, she's wearing the ugly as fuck crocheted jumpers and stuff. Because she was making them herself. Obviously. Fucking hell. So that now I'm going to have to put up with crocheted shite from her. Now she's going to be crocheting me mad shite. Chat, I don't know if I can put up with that. Look, professionally made strange gifts are one thing. That Knuckles plushie looks legit. Okay? That Knuckles plushie looks legit. The fucking the picture is legit. This thing, this monstrosity is not. Look at it. Look at its little weird feet. Oh my god. This thing has to exist in my house now. Because the etiquette, I don't understand the etiquette. I can't throw it away. Like, that would be rude and just a grim thing to do. But I also don't want it in my fucking house. So what do I do? Oh, for the love of God, chat. I can't do it. I can't do this. It's too much. Not only did that not make me feel better, it made me feel worse. Because now I realise that I am at the behest of a joke of my younger brother that I cannot respond to in anything like an adequate fashion. And I know it was him, the little prick, because I remember thinking when I told him about the Knuckles plushie that he laughed for significantly longer than I'd expected him to. Like, way longer. And when I told him about this today, he also laughed for a suspiciously long period of time. So what I'm basically going to have to do, I think, is burn his house down. I think that's the only response. I'm not actually going to do that. I'm not going to burn my brother's house down. Mainly because that's where my niece and nephew live. So when they move out, though, it's game on. Anyway, thank you to I did the Mr. Peter Wood bit, didn't I? I think so. Thank you, Tassamount. We did get to level 3. Awesome. Okay, I've got to go and finger my car or something then. And thank you, by Pagan with 200 bits. Much love to you. Thank you to Ernite with 5 gifted memberships on the YouTube. You people are being delightfully generous this evening, this afternoon, whatever, and I appreciate it enormously. So, Parliament doing the hard yards. What is this nonsense? What? Pie and mash number 2. This house recognises the need to protect Cockney heritage, including pie and mash. Honestly, Parliament is such a fucking waste of time. Like, don't get me wrong, early day motions don't really mean anything. But the British Parliament is never at its most fucking pointless than when it's with this shit. Now, don't get me wrong. I've got nothing against the idea of protecting Cockney culture, pie and mash. But is this really a thing that needed to be said? Especially when you've got 3 signatures to it, you fucking cunts. You absolutely pointless creatures. And why is Jim Shannon? Jim Shannon is my favourite lunatic of all time, right? He is the ultimate, parliamentary dick rider, I guess. He is in Parliament 24/7. He's a member of Parliament for Northern Ireland, right? For the Democratic Unionist Party, so he's a religious bigot. But he's there all the fucking time. He will be there in Parliament, either signing these kind of dumbass fucking early day motions, or literally partaking in debates in Parliament that have nothing to do with his constituency. which he's entitled to do, but, like, he'll be there at midnight during a fucking adjournment debate about, like, the bus service in North Yorkshire or something like that, right? And he'll be there. And there won't be anyone else there. There'll be the minister who has to be there. There'll be the one of the shadow ministers who has to be there, and then the person who proposes the actual debate has to be there. So those three people who have to be there, and then him, and that will be it. Maybe one or two of the other MPs from the area that are actually affected by the debate. And he's always there. And even he's signing a thing about pie and mash, the dopey cunt. Honestly, he's my favourite lunatic of all time. Absolutely incredible. Lovely stuff. Also, on the point of British nonsense, whilst we're here, and I'll get to the main thing we're talking about in just a second. Yes, the NHS put out a consultation document, right? So they wanted to get the opinions of the British people about what should be done about the NHS, right? And you could put whatever you like. Absolutely anything. And the British public are never more fantastic than when you give them an open-ended question, because they will absolutely give you the most mental answers, and I love it. So here are some absolute certifiable bangers. One of which is get rid of Britain. Someone actually posted this. Now, what I especially love about this is they've gotten rid of Britain, but they've kept Northern Ireland there, because that's not our territory, that's Ireland, right? So that gets to stay. But the actual island of Great Britain has just gone. That's a British person posting it. Fuck yes. Make Boris pay the 350 million a week he promised the NHS. Absolute banger. Banger idea. True. Put me in charge. I have some bright ideas and a can-do attitude. I think I have to have a good crack at this. Give me a few months and I reckon I could sort this mess out. Love it, love it. Put memes and funny tweets on the hospital walls and GP surgery. Putting memes up on walls of NHS hospitals and GP surgeries could really help lift the spirits of both patients and staff. A bit of humour, spelt in the American way, e.g. a meme such as a Rickroll or tweets by Johnny Sharple, Scott Chegg or Josh Pearson can really go a long way in brightening up the environment. Love it. Okay, this is just a silly joke. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. I want my doctors in hospitals, not away from them. What the fuck? Who took the time to post that? Ah. Invade France and take their medical equipment. Yes. Yes. This is what we're talking about. Honestly, if there's one thing that could unite this nation, it's invading France and nicking their shit. 100%. Honestly, whichever political party suggests this as a strategy wins the next election. Fact. Where was the other? Oh, there were other ones. What the fuck? There definitely fucking was. Hang on a minute. There was one particularly funny one that I did want to show you. But for some fucking reason, I can't seem to find the cunt. Oh, anyway, it doesn't matter. I can't find it for some reason. Maybe it's been deleted. Anyway, it was to rename the NHS to NHS Face McNHS Face. Was a thing that someone took the time to log on to the government website and enter into the consultation for how to fix the NHS. Was to call it NHS McNHS Face. Genius. Honestly. Fucking genius. Anyway. Thank you, everyone. I dealt with the hype train, didn't I? Yes. So the hype train is complete. Oh, the non-binary, don't come up with good suggestions like better funding for social care. That's a serious suggestion that should be done. I'm looking for absolute nonsense. That's what I was interested in. I was interested in dickheads posting pictures of, like, cocks or something. You know, like that thing. Anyway. It turns out that Twitch might have an Islamophobia problem. For the crime of suggesting that Sabra hummus was bad, the streamers CapriSunnPapi, Frogan, Denims, and Vio have been banned for, I believe, a month. Is the thing being done now, and they're being targeted because apparently, this counts as anti-Semitism now, saying that hummus is certain types of hummus is bad, which is, you know, a bit fucked up, really, when you think about it. And the excuse being used by Twitch is, of course, total bollocks. Total bollocks. If it was because of this thing that happened at TwitchCon, they'd have done it at the time. The real reason they've done this now is because Ethan Klein, being a Zionist piss baby, decided to act like a Zionist piss baby. That's literally it. He decided to act like a fucking lunatic because he's flaming out. He's going fucking mental. He's very much Nathan Decline. Etc. Sorry, Ethan, not Nathan. I don't know who Nathan Decline would be. Ethan Decline. Anyway. So, he put out this video a few days ago called Twitch Has a Major Problem. Shall we take a look, dear Chatterinos, at what he thinks the big problem is? Yeah, I think so.
Buddy, it's Ethan Klein from my basement. Beautiful Friday evening. My kids just went to sleep, and I opened Reddit to browse my community, who I love so well. And at the top of the subreddit is this very lovely clip entitled "Just a Casual Panel Provided by Twitch at their con, broadcasted on their official channel." What is it? Well, it's a panel hosted by Frogan and 4 of her friends, in which they have a tier list where they rate people where good is Arab and bottom is loves Sabra. Sabra is a very popular hummus brand. I know in Israel, it's pretty much in everybody's refrigerator. And it's...
Right. So, literally, your opposition here is that they were ragging on your favourite hummus. I'm sorry, like, stretching the term anti-Semitism to include criticism of Israel is one thing. It's a fucking dumb thing. It's a thing you shouldn't do. It actually undermines the real serious issue of anti-Semitism. But there's almost a vague semblance of like credibility to that argument for some fucking reason amongst certain people. Saying that your favourite type of hummus being criticised is beyond the pale, that is anti-Semitism, is so to undermine the seriousness of anti-Semitism that it becomes itself anti-Semitic, I think, actually. Because you're doing the work of Nazis by smearing the fucking by muddying the waters. Because anyone who hears the absurd nonsense of you can't say that a certain type of hummus is bad is anti-Semitic will automatically think that accusations of anti-Semitism are fucking bogus. You are helping run fucking defense for actual anti-Semitism. It's fucking hummus, you prick.
It's kosher. They're an American company, but they've been the subject.
Forgive me, isn't all hummus kosher? Or am I wrong there? Are there types of hummus that are not kosher? I mean, I suppose if you literally sprinkle bacon in there. Isn't most mainstream brands of hummus, isn't that just automatically kosher? Or am I wrong there? Can hummus experts tell me? Because as the people are doing the joke in the chat, I do condemn hummus, okay? I don't eat hummus. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know what it tastes like particularly. I don't know the difference between the brands of hummus. Honestly, hummus is very much like Sonic the Hedgehog. It's just a thing that exists outside of my general understanding. I'm fine with it. I don't hate it. It's just not something I engage with. You know? So, can someone tell me in chat? I'll fucking look. Is hummus kosher? Hummus is a reliable... Oh my god, how the fuck do you say that word? Peshaktic Hexa? A certificate from... Sorry, with a reliable... That is certified kosher agency. Is kosher to eat on Passover for Seraphim. What the fuck does any of that mean? Ashkenazi have a custom not to eat it. Okay, but that's not... Hummus loving Israelis debate whether it's kosher. Oh, right, so there is some debate as to whether it's kosher. No pork, no shellfish, no mixing of milk or water. But non-kosher hummus, that's something new. A former chief rabbi's decree that the popular chickpea spread may not always be in compliance with biblical dietary code has made national headlines, provoking a counterblast from a rival rabbi. There are fucking hummus wars between rabbi. Oh my god. And pushed at least one major hummus manufacturer to check with his supplier that all of it was kosher. Rabbi Mordecai Elihu ruled recently that the sesame seed from tahini, a key ingredient in the ubiquitous Middle Eastern dish, become non-kosher when roasted and shelled by non-Jews. Okay, so that's just racist. Apparently it becomes non-kosher when non-Jewish people prepare. Okay, so that guy's just a racist prick. Okay. Yes, no, it literally is. It's fine. Unless you're a racist prick, it is actually just kosher. Fine. So it's not just Sabra that's kosher then. They're all fucking kosher. Also, presumably, it's also what do you call it? What's the rule the Muslims use? Their version of kosher. I've told him halal. Presumably, it's also halal. Because it's got no animal product in it and all that shit, right? I think. Yeah. So it's kosher and halal. So if it's halal, does that then mean saying that Sabra is bad is also Islamophobic? It's probably okay for vegetarians to eat it as well, right? Does that mean I'm being anti-vegetarian if I criticise Sabra? It's nonsense, mate. It's fucking absurd. I once saw halal meat wagon in Liverpool. Oh yeah, when I said no meat, Muslims eat meat. They eat chicken and things like that. But there's no there isn't pork or anything in a halal in hummus. So yeah. Anyway, so he's just. I mean, this is a stretch beyond belief.
Of the pro-Palestine boycott, I mean, it's kind of just Arab good, Jew bad. I mean, I'm having a hard time seeing this any other way. And
yeah, because your mind is fucking broken. Your brain has melted. In the last year, you have gone from being a vaguely based human being who wasn't a piece of shit to just being a lunatic Zionist. How the fuck can you possibly view that as Muslim good or Arab good, Jew bad. Because it doesn't say that, and it doesn't fucking imply that. You're fucking mental. You're mental.
Crazy is that I've been suspecting that Twitch has an anti-Semitism problem. Obviously, it started with Hassan platforming Houthi terrorists.
Jesus Christ! Honestly, the Hassan dick riders don't mention Hassan as much as this guy does. Honestly, fucking Destiny doesn't rage against Hassan as much as this guy does. And Hassan doesn't even fucking respond. Like, Hassan's super chill about it all. He doesn't fucking, like, respond to this shit. And yet he keeps getting in the fucking neck.
And showing unfettered terrorist propaganda on his channel. But now, they've unbanned Sneeko.
Down with the Yahood! Down with the Yahood!
And they've just unbanned Fresh and Fit.
Yeah, to be fair, those are examples of actual anti-Semites. Who Twitch shouldn't have unbanned. Although I believe they have now rebanned Fresh and Fit, is my understanding.
This week. These are two of the most prolific Jew-hating creators on the entire internet. And these are the two they've targeted to bring back. Now, taking this all in account, here's an officially sanctioned event at TwitchCon. Let's take a look at it and see.
Hang on, when you Maria, when you say he regularly platforms, I mean, well, just anti-Semites, whatever. Who are you referring to that he's platformed that want to kill Jews? Thank you, Elliot, for bits as well. Much love. Yeah, no, Sneeko's fucking scum. Yeah.
What exactly is Twitch endorsing here?
Okay.
It's the perfect transition to our first person, Hassan.
Yeah.
Gee, I wonder where they're going to put Hassan.
You don't have to be that butt blasted about it. Yeah, they like Hassan, mate. Just chill.
I'm going to guess they're going to put him in Arab.
Hassan is Turkish, but he's a brother.
Yeah.
You know? So...
Yeah, I think he'd be on Arab coded.
I mean, I would put him in Arab, to be honest.
I would put him also in Arab.
Which is great. That's the good one. That's the one you want.
Austin. Let's go down the line.
He's
Arab.
Arab.
He's Arab.
Arab.
He's
He's
actual
Arab.
Lebanese. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job, Austin.
The next person is one of my favorite people, Ethan Klein.
I told you guys to clap.
This is a good reaction.
That was a good one. That's
Jewish.
No, not Jewish. Zionist. You are a Zionist. These people are not Zionists. They're not a massive fan of Zionists. Just because someone is booing you does not mean they are booing you for being Jewish. I'm sure there are many other people they don't boo who are also Jewish.
Where's the? You guys are missing a category for Zionist. No. That was a joke. That was just a joke in my.
Denims.
We're very proud of you, Denims, for bringing anti-Semitism right on stage, and you guys
What the fuck, man? You're such a bitch.
are killing it. And may I point out here, Chevron, Capcom, and Samsung. Do you know that there is an Arab to Jew tier list?
Which there isn't. You made that up. You are imposing that upon this situation. Also, didn't you just fucking sneer about how, Sabra's been targeted by the pro-Palestine defund movement? Like, fuck you. Fuck you. You're just annoyed that other people are doing a fucking boycott against your fucking favourite ethno-state. Fuck you.
Happening in front of your sponsor. And you guys were so kind to sitting right in front of them. Chevron, Samsung, and Capcom. By the way, a bit of irony. I love that they're boycotting hummus and sitting in front of a Chevron logo. Like, yeah, I wonder which one's doing more damage. Okay.
Well, as far as we're aware, Chevron isn't involved in killing babies. is it? I mean, I suppose road traffic accidents happen, but that's not really dropping bombs on kids. Yeah, okay. Well.
We know Twitch is like place favorites with everything. If they were really serious about anti-Semitism, Sneeko and Fresh and Fit would never have been brought back to the platform. It's just a no-brainer, right?
Yeah, that's true.
But they were welcomed back with open arms. And I mean, their whole platform essentially for the past year.
Like, don't get me wrong, right? He's correct that Twitch does have an anti-Semitism problem in that it allows scum like Twitch, like Sneeko and fucking Fresh and Fit and, you know, various other people at times to get away with immense amounts of anti-Semitism. How long did it take them to get rid of fucking, what's his face? Andrew Tate Bum Sniffer. What was his fucking name? Anyway, that guy. Yeah, like the open anti-Semite. Open anti-Semite. And Islamophobe, by the way. But either way, yeah, it does have that problem. But you, Ethan, trying to compare those two actual anti-Semites, Aiden Ross, that's the guy, those two actual anti-Semites to these people is fucking ludicrous. And, again, undermines the seriousness of the actual anti-Semitism from the actual anti-Semites. Like, come on now. It's fucking embarrassing. Just because they don't like your political views about Israel. And you don't like their political views about Israel, so you get them fucking banned. You're such a bitch maneuver. It's embarrassing.
Here has just been anti-Semitism. I'm not even kidding. And that's literally all they talk about. I don't know what to say. You know, I've kind of been put in this position where, like, I watch this clip and I'm like, what the fuck am I actually watching? This is mad. I need to say.
Yeah, no, you're mad, certainly.
Say something. Chevron, Samsung, and Capcom, they deserve to know. You know, I know Capcom put in a Shmuley the Rabbi in the next Street Fighter game, who attacked.
I think that's a joke.
With the dreidels and throws foreskin. So they are very in touch with the Jewish identity. So we're going to have to ask them. That's it.
Hilarious. Honestly, my sides are splitting, mate.
Enjoy the weekend. I know there's going to be lots of obfuscating and excuses for this video. And, you know, let's be real, guys. Let's just look at this optically. Imagine this flipped. Super Jew and colonizer on the bottom, right? And I go, Frogan, we know where she goes. She goes to the bottom.
How is she a colonizer? That doesn't even make fucking sense. Also, colonizer is by its very nature like an actual slur. Like a thing that people say about other people, regardless of whether it's necessarily true. Whereas likes hummus, or likes a certain brand of hummus, like, you have to be really, really thin-skinned. Like, embarrassingly thin-skinned to get offended by that.
Like, let's be fucking real, okay? No one else would get that treatment, so don't even try to pretend.
Are you suggesting that Arabs are treated too well on social media? Because that's like an interesting and incorrect take.
Or act like this is some innocent little mistake and that one of the guys there is Jewish.
No, it's not a mistake. I'm not even saying it's a mistake. It's not anything. It's not anything. It's nothing. It's not a mistake. It's not a mistake because there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing to it. It's irrelevant.
Don't care. I'm glad you have a Jewish friend. That's very nice. But at the end of the day, let's get...
See, you can ignore Jewish people that disagree with Zionism. That's not anti-Semitism, apparently.
Real. Okay, get your shit together.
Talking about getting your shit together, my man. Fuck me. Anyway, one of the people, before they were no platformed by this cancel culture freak, responded to that video, and I thought we could take a brief little look at that, because again, I do have to leave relatively shortly, to get ready for my football game and then travel. Well, I say my football game. I'm not playing, obviously, but I'm going to watch a football game. And you can. So we'll have a little cheeky look watch of this, and then I think I'll probably fuck off. Yeah, Maria. Look, I know you're passionate and like you get into this and stuff, but like chill the fuck out. There's no need to be screaming and stuff like that. You know.
Cheers. Oh, that's so funny. But we'll watch this one and then we'll go from there. It's only 5 minutes long, so let's go.
Hello, everybody. It's Ethan Klein from my basement. Beautiful Friday evening. My kids just went to sleep, and I opened Reddit to browse my community, who I love so well. And at the top of the subreddit is this very lovely clip entitled "Just a Casual Panel Provided by Twitch at their con, broadcasted on their official channel." What is it? Well, it's a panel hosted by Frogan and 4 of her friends, in which they have a tier list where they rate people where good is Arab and bottom is loves Sabra.
JL in YouTube chat, chill the fuck out, bro. Like, chill the fuck out. Yeah, she calls him a Zionist because that's his political belief, it would appear. Yeah, what the fuck's wrong with calling him a Zionist? He is that, isn't he? Is that an incorrect political analysis on her part? Or indeed my part? Because he literally is, I believe. Right? Like, he might not be the most hardline Zionist that's ever existed. But, like, I sort of don't care. Like, if you're happy to defend the baby-killing government of Israel, you're probably pretty fucked up, I think. I don't think he's a Zionist unless someone can provide evidence of it. Well, I've certainly gotten big Zionist vibes. Ethan is not Zionist, he is pro-Israel. He didn't seem very pro-Israel. If I'm entirely honest, he didn't seem very... he didn't seem very pro-Palestine. When he literally says in the video, the pro-Palestine boycott. Like, as if to say, scum. Like, okay. JL, don't come in here with this fucking dishonest bullshit. Zionist doesn't just mean Israel should exist. There is clearly a significant step beyond that. Okay? There's like an ethno-nationalist component, or at least an ethno-supremacist, I guess, point to all of this. Which I think he definitely falls victim somewhat to. And don't get me wrong, preferred in-groups are not like a new thing in human society, but I thought we'd moved beyond that, to be honest with you. Ethan is against letting Palestinians in to live in Israel. Well, if that's the case, then yeah, he's a fucking Zionist. I mean, I don't know what else to say. He calls out Bibi and the IDF all the time. Chris, that doesn't make one not a Zionist. Do you know most of the people who go on these anti-Netanyahu marches in Israel, they're also Zionists. They're also firmly Zionists who will vote for either his party or another Zionist party in the next elections, and probably did in the previous elections too. It's that they don't like the way in which he's personally handling this. Which is perfectly understandable, because he's not even doing this for Zionism. He's doing this for Benjamin Netanyahu alone. It's entirely self-preservation on Bibi's part. He just doesn't want to go to jail for his obvious and varied corruptions.
Sabra is a very popular hummus brand. I know in Israel, it's pretty much in everybody's refrigerator. And
the daily masochism session.
I know this isn't an important detail, but to tell people that it's in everyone's fridge in Israel is fucked up, dude. You're friendly firing and you have no idea. This guy has no idea he's personally enacting the Hannibal Doctrine. Don't say that about your people, man. Like that. Don't. That's anti-Semitic. That's anti-Semitic.
and it's kosher. They're an American company, but they've been the subject of the pro-Palestine boycott. I mean, it's kind of just Arab good, Jew bad. I mean, I'm having a hard time seeing this any other way. And what's crazy is that I've been suspecting that Twitch has an anti-Semitism problem.
On the point of him being a Zionist, that's an interesting one. So he put this out. Because I'm a Zionist, what does that even mean? To those that use the word as a slur, so use it as an insult, it simply means anyone who believes Israel has a right to continue to exist. So he's using like Zionist talking points to defend Zionism as a tag. According to recent polling, that would include 90% of the world's Jewish population. That means that Brad here would need to apologise for taking a photograph with 9 out of 10 Jews. So that's basically him saying that he is a Zionist, right? Because under his definition of Zionism, he would be a Zionist. Because he does believe that Israel has a right to continue to exist. The point is, I don't think that is it's a necessary but not sufficient prerequisite for being a Zionist. Like, you can believe that Israel has a right to continue to exist and not be a Zionist, but you couldn't be a Zionist without that. But it's not in of itself enough to make one a Zionist. I think it has to go beyond that. I think there are other factors that make one a Zionist. Beyond just a generic Israel has a right to exist thing, which is like, I mean, there is a broader discussion to be had about the nation state, whichever one it is, be it Israel or the UK or America or whoever, having a quote-unquote right to exist, because nations come and go. No one nation has a right to exist in like some sort of perpetual sense. No state exists for forever. The only way you gain your right to exist is by continuing to exist. The Roman Empire had a quote-unquote right to exist for as long as it was powerful enough to continue existing. But if we ignore that slightly more esoteric, philosophical concern, every nation, quote-unquote, has a right to exist. Okay, fine. But in that case, you would be pro every nation on Earth, which would make the concept of it pointless. An omni-nationalism or an omni-ism is fucking worthless. It doesn't mean anything. So to be a Zionist doesn't just mean, I think, at all to say that Israel has a right to exist. It goes beyond that. It goes beyond it to supporting things like, and I don't know if necessarily Ethan supports all these things, but things like the ethno-nationalist element of it. So every Jewish person can become a citizen of Israel, but even Arab people who are born in Israel don't necessarily have a right to become a citizen of Israel. We've seen the way in which the state uses its power to allow extremist elements to steal land and property from the people of Palestine. We have seen the way in which even other Jewish people, including the Black African Jewish group, whose name completely escapes me and I apologise, I think they're from Ethiopia, who are treated essentially as second-class citizens. Because again, there's like an ethno-nationalist component to all of this. And that they're not seen as quite Jewish enough. They're a rung above Arabs in the eyes of the ultra-Zionists, but they're not quite Jewish, you know? There's the exterminationist element of it. Again, I'm not suggesting necessarily that Ethan supports this, but these are things that Zionists generally tend to. There's the expansionist element of it. There's all manner of geopolitical entanglements that Zionists tend to defend, even if they are basically fucking indefensible. Yeah, it's much more complicated, I think, than just Israel has a right to exist. And I think it's fucking dishonest for people to try and say that that's all it is, when it clearly isn't. We know that the plan of the Greater Israel, the idea that hardcore Zionists have of controlling the land from the Nile to the Euphrates, which is a Christian thing rather than a Jewish thing, actually, but it's what Christian Zionists, what the kind of ultra-conservative, what do they call them? Well, I mean, they are fundamentalists, but there's another word for it. Evangelical Christians in the United States believe that they will bring on Armageddon if Israel controls all of that territory. Which, by the way, will mean that all Jewish people will then go to hell, along with me and other atheists and non-good Christians, as it were. So it's actually itself quite anti-Semitic. But that's basically the reason that America supports it, because of all those fucking evangelicals. And Zionists don't seem to care about that. Jewish Zionists in Israel don't care about that, apparently. It's a shame, because they're being used. They're being used by political actors who fucking hate them, who think of them as not quite human enough. It's fucking grotesque.
Okay, sorry. Again, it's not relevant to the discussion, but I can't, every time I hear someone say, I've been suspecting for a while, I think about that one clip where Trainwrecks is talking to, was it XQC? I don't remember who he's talking to, but actually I think it was with Ethan Klein. I think this was like back before Ethan Klein started spiraling. But Trainwrecks being like, I'm beginning to suspect you're doing this for some type of show. Have people seen this? One's if you've seen this, two's if you haven't seen this. Oh my god. Wait, there's people who haven't seen this? This is probably my favorite Austinox video of all time. This is actually back when, like, Ethan Klein was still willing to listen to criticism from his community and before he thought, like, everyone was out to get him. And back when people actually were willing to be constructive, but since he's like torched so many bridges at this point, nobody really wants to be constructive with him anymore. But he kind of dug himself into this position. You can't keep being abrasive to everyone around you and expect them to still like treat you with kid gloves. But anyways, this clip is still so good.
Okay, I'm gonna.
It's actually yeah, it's Train and XQC defending gambling.
Train to the call. Yeah, I mean, once again, are you okay with that or not?
Who are you adding?
Train, are you okay with that?
Okay, sure, yeah.
Okay.
Run Train on me. My main points that I want to make is that, one, these are unregulated gambling sites. Two, people say that your audience is older, but like, I mean, you're gonna have a lot of kids watching you on Twitch, okay?
You can make that case an argument and have a point for any content creator.
I'm gonna ask you a question, okay? A very simple one. Have you sat through a 20-hour stream of mine?
That's the ultimate. That's not what you're taking it out of context. You need to listen to the 4-hour lecture to get the fully appreciate why that definitely wasn't genocidal. You know, that thing that fucking Jordan Peterson does. But he's like, have you watched a 20-hour stream? No, who the fuck has watched a 20-hour stream of yours, you prick?
Off. It says the text says reasons my streamers are justified in doing gambling streams.
Just one of them.
No.
Ethan has not watched 20 full hours of train clicking replay on a candy-themed slot machine.
Like, this is the problem. So, like, my biggest, like...
You're misrepresenting gambling as a concept. Even though it's already bad, you're making it worse just for bag, which is legitimately pretty evil.
Ethan is not making...
By the way, hello there, Javi in YouTube chat. Everyone go and follow Quinerdo de Esquerdas. And I apologise for the mispronunciation or whatever garbled nonsense I just said there. Go and follow the Leftist Loudmouth on YouTube and various other places. He is awesome.
gambling sound like it might be. Sorry, Ethan is making gambling sound like it might not be good for children.
How much money do you get paid every month from them?
Well, right now I'm down.
How much do they pay you as a flat fee every month?
I'll tell you, $1 million. $1 million a month. And I'm down 2.8 million this month.
You also get a commission from the people that use your bonus code, right?
I get amount wagered, but I don't push the code at all, and I tell
people on your screen the whole time, right?
It is on my screen, but I tell them not to gamble at all.
It's on the screen the entire time, but I promise I don't push it. Super brain geniuses. If anything shows that capitalism does not reward the best among us, it's guys like fucking Train and XQC and Aiden Ross. Completely. Our Birmingham plans are not. They are. We're at home to Bolton Wanderers. It's going to be fucking awful. Actually, I'll say that. We're top of the league. But a shit league, but still a league.
Every hour, every win, I tell them not to gamble. I tell them,
come on.
Through gambling, Trainwrecks is actually...
See, Ethan can be okay. Ethan, like, a year ago, Ethan wasn't a fucking lunatic. Ethan seemed to have genuinely progressed and become, like, a decent human being. But this thing has just fucking melted his brain, man. And that's why I mention it as, like, I think it's a kind of in-group preference thing with him. It must be down to him feeling like oppressed as a Jewish person or something like that. When I don't think he is particularly oppressed as a Jewish person, especially in America. Not that there isn't anti-Semitism, there's huge anti-Semitism, but like he's not systemically oppressed or anything like that. And he feels like for some reason everyone should just ignore the crimes that Israel does because his wife was in the IDF and he's Jewish. So therefore, like, you can't attack Israel. You can't even attack fucking Sabra hummus. You can't even attack his favourite type of fucking hummus without being anti-Semitic. Look, he wouldn't have been doing this a year ago. He was chill as fuck a year ago, or nearly a year, I suppose. Whatever. But this thing has just fucking fried his brain, and it's sad to see. Ethan was very cruel about Aaron Bushnell. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's been very cruel about a lot of things. And it's typical Zionist crybaby tactics. Be aggressive and nasty and shitty about everything that you don't like, and then when you get the tiniest bit of pushback, you scream about it. Oh my god, it's anti-Semitic to criticize my fucking hummus. Motherfucker, you were laughing and joking about a guy committing seppuku by setting himself ablaze. And you want me to feel desperately sorry for you because someone criticised your favourite brand of hummus? You fucking prick. Well, Morinaka, that's the thing he's tried to stretch it into, but Sabra doesn't stand for Jewish people born in Israel. For a start, it's an American company. So I don't know how the fuck it could possibly stand for people born in Israel. Now, it is clearly a very popular brand of hummus in Israel. But so what? Are we not allowed to criticise anything that's vaguely connected in any way whatsoever to Israel? Otherwise it's anti-Semitic. Like, is it literally impossible to do anything related to Israel in any negative way whatsoever without it being automatically anti-Semitic? Because if so, that's a fucking joke. That's a farce. That's clearly setting it up so that no criticism of Israel can ever possibly be allowed. Which is exactly what Zionists want, of course. They don't want any criticism of Israel whatsoever.
Teaching his viewers how not to gamble.
What do you mean performative? That's performative. You know, there's a reason they're paying you $1 million a month. You could say, hey, fucking don't gamble. You're gambling. They're paying you $1 million a month flat to gamble. You're getting a commission from all the people using your code. It's not, you can't just dance around it like, hey guys, wink, wink, don't gamble. That's just, I understand.
No, wait. Let me respond. You are virtue signaling and high roading at that point. I am not
Ethan is virtue signaling and biased.
pushing my code in hopes to make money from my code. I am not telling them and
why be sponsored at all?
Wait.
Train is not taking sponsorship money to make money.
Do you know that when I won that million, I put $3.5 million in to get that million? No, you don't. And let me tell you what.
Train is actually losing money on this
If you
sponsorship.
did know it, you would still exclude it because it doesn't fit your narrative to sell the show that you need to be successful.
Ethan won't discuss how bad Trainwreck is at gambling because it won't fit in his anti-gambling narrative.
I don't think the fact that you're losing money, you're saying
I'll be honest, I don't care about this bit, so I'm going to skip forward to when she gets back to the thing. Hang on. Like, no offense, like, it is funny to dunk on Trainwrecks and XQC, but I don't care. Look, I'm on a fucking schedule tonight, you know?
Anyway, sorry. All of that was just to show off the very last part, which is every time anyone says, I'm beginning to suspect, I suspect this is happening, I just think of that Austinox clip. That Austinox video.
I'm having a hard time seeing this any other way, and what's crazy is that I've been suspecting that Twitch has an anti-Semitism
Alright, okay. Rest of the video, important. Let's go.
problem. Obviously, it started with Hassan.
Fucking Hassan derangement syndrome. Jesus. It's catching, everyone. It's highly addictive, apparently. Not addictive. Contagious. Non-binary says it's not just hummus. Boycotting our product opposes our positive contributions. The Strauss Group backs Israel's Golani and Givati brigades with care packages through their Adopt a Warrior program, despite past criticism leading to removal of this info from their website. Both brigades have a history of human rights abuses, including the 1982 Sabra and Shatila massacre, and the 2000-2008 Gaza offensive that resulted in over 1,400 Palestinian deaths. Strauss's group's CEO confirmed ongoing support. Yeah, so they're literally, literally involved in genocide. Yeah. So fuck Sabra.
We got him. Victory is
Now, I think the joke of the like Sabra isn't that even support Zionism. It's like that you like shit food. I think like you enjoy shit hummus. I think is the joke. Good night, Miss Hire. Or good afternoon, whatever. Enjoy whatever you're up to. Much love. And hello there, Cardinal 520. Welcome to the Kevolution.
Platforming Houthi terrorists and showing unfettered terrorist propaganda on his channel. But now, they've unbanned Sneeko.
Down with the Yahud!
Which, like, I have to say it, but which community do you think has been talking about banning Sneeko for the past however long? Do you think people like us want Sneeko to be...
Yeah, I guarantee every leftist who saw this video went, yeah, no, Sneeko should be banned. Fuck that guy. It's not leftoids that want Sneeko around, I fucking guarantee you. It's not Hassan's community that wants Sneeko around. I fucking guarantee you. I have not independently polled them, but I know damn well that Hassan's community giggled its fucking nuts off when he got banned. I guarantee you. He's saying down with the Jew. He is indeed, yes, Maria End, you're quite right. Sneeko is a genuinely, actually anti-Semitic piece of shit. He's an actual anti-Semite. Not in the, like, fake way that some people try and portray any kind of criticism of Israel. I mean, he's literally saying down with the Jew. He's literally being the definition of anti-Semite, an anti-Semite right now. So, and again, it's perfectly righteous to bring up the fact that Sneeko and Fresh and Fit and various other right-oid fucks have been allowed on this platform for far too long. But to compare what they did to saying Sabra hummus bad or whatever is to betray actual the actual fight against real anti-Semitism. It's the same. It's very similar to the Jeffrey. Fuck me, Kev. It's very similar to the Jeremy Corbyn smearing. The reason that it was bad is not just because politically it was like an awful thing to do and it's dishonest, but it actually undermines real anti-Semitism. It actually undermines real... Sorry, no, it doesn't undermine anti-Semitism. It undermines the fight against anti-Semitism. Yeah, Jeffrey Corbyn. Let's make Jeffrey Corbyn a meme. Fuck it. My mate, the jam man, Jeffrey Corbyn. Now, Jeremy Corbyn being smeared as an anti-Semite when he wasn't. A man who actually opposes racism and was doing so far longer than the British state were, than all of these fucking bigoted little upstarts in the right-wing media. Back when they were calling Nelson Mandela a terrorist, Jeremy Corbyn was out there in the fucking streets trying to get him released from prison. And yet they smear him as a fucking racist. It's disgusting. The same fucking people who will endlessly fawn over the likes of Boris Johnson, an actual fucking racist. Disgusting. Brianna Wu thought Kevin did. Brianna Wu only ever brought me on because she thought I supported the fucking Houthis. Which I never even said. I just said, like, maybe we shouldn't bomb civilian areas in Yemen either. Like, that would be cool. And she was like, debate me about it. Okay, cool. She wanted a crazy communist to shout at. That is not what she got.
Unbanned? No, I want him to be banned, and I think he should be banned. I think he said enough crazy shit that he should be banned. Also, like, do you think Muslim people want this guy representing us? Fuck no, what the fuck? First of all, I don't even believe that he's Muslim. I think he just did it as, like, a joke. And I think he did it to follow into, like, Andrew Tate's footsteps. But, like, dude, no. Muslim people don't want to cuck as their fucking representation, man.
True.
Down with the Yahud!
And they've just unbanned Fresh and Fit this week. These are two of the most prolific Jew-hating creators on the entire internet. And these are...
Which, again, do you think leftists like these people? Do you think leftists want these people to be, like, unbanned?
Two they've targeted to bring back. Now, taking this all in account, here's an officially sanctioned event at TwitchCon. Let's take a look at it and see what exactly is Twitch endorsing here.
Okay.
It's the perfect transition to our first person, Hassan.
Yeah.
Gee, I wonder where they're gonna put Hassan. I'm gonna guess they're gonna put him in Arab.
Hassan is Turkish, but he's a brother.
Yeah.
You know.
What the fuck is wrong with Brianna Wu? Jesus Christ. This bitch needs to be fucking studied. Like under a microscope. Good morning, my fellow Zionists. Let's make it a good one. Like, she's... What, so you're literally just embracing the bloodshed now? Literally, there's blood on that fucking flag. Like, imagine if a leftist anti-Zionist posted this image. That'd be like, oh, that's blood libel. You can't blood libel us. And yet, apparently, it's fine if it's like Palestinian blood. No, that's cool. No, we do actually like Palestinian blood on our flag. That's how demented we are. It's ridiculous. She's lost the fucking plot, this one, I tell you. The fucking mental bitch. What's she going? Oh yeah, no, she's also selling out trans people, which is super cool. Good to see Twitch finally enforced their TMS for anti-Semitism and pro-Palestinian propaganda. They only did it after immense public pressure. No, they did it from one crybaby pisshead like you. Fuck you. I'm not leaving the left. You already left the left. Shut the fuck up. God damn it.
So.
Yeah, I think he'd be on Arab coded.
I mean, I would put him in Arab, to be honest.
I would put him also in Arab.
Which is great. That's the good one. That's the one you want.
Dude, this is just like when you guys ever have like a couple break up in your friend group? And the friend group is like, hey, no, we're cool. I mean, we still like both of you guys. Like, obviously, if it's all mutual and stuff, we still want to be friends with both of you guys. You guys are both cool. But then one of them just starts becoming more and more and more insane. And you're like, dude, what's happening? Like, what is happening?
Austin, let's go down the line.
He's
Arab.
Arab.
He's Arab.
Arab.
He's actually
Arab.
Lebanese. Like, yeah.
I mean, yeah, Austin is literally Lebanese.
Yeah.
Why is he clapping?
How can he be a lesbian if he's a man? That doesn't make sense.
Austin is literally
Lebanon. It sounds like the word.
Lebanese. He's literally Arab. What the fuck? Good on you guys putting a Lebanese guy in the Arab category. What?
But also, like all non-Middle Easterners who become Israeli citizens, he wants to be considered as part of the Middle East when it suits him. So, like, why can't he be part of the Arab category when he thinks it's the good one or whatever? Just because he's from Los Angeles or wherever, like, you know, it's ridiculous. Say that to a lesbian girl. Me too. What? Say that you're a lesbian girl. Me too. Drake. I'm sorry for typing. Why are you typing weird pedo shit in my fucking comments? VCCTV. Drake is fully nonce coded, and I will have no nonsense here. Wait, so is she saying it is based on ethnicity? Hang on, what's this? I tried to make a new mask for my niece's Ninja Turtle plushie, and I feel like I could have done a better job. That's okay. Like, how old is your niece, 255, if you don't mind me asking? But yeah, I'll be honest with you, it's not, they're 3. Oh, look, it's fine then. 3-year-olds are fucking stupid. 3-year-olds are very stupid. You don't need to do anything well for them. Because they're happy with it. They're like a dog. 3-year-old kids are like a fucking puppy or some shit. They're happy with whatever. Honestly, they are shit at critiquing things. They literally can barely speak. So just give them any old rubbish like that. I mean, well, no, I'm not saying that's rubbish. I'm saying you can give them any old rubbish and it would work, but that's fine. Is Ninja Turtles even current? Again, it doesn't matter, they're 3. They just see like a cute thing. Look, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll give this monstrosity, this fucking thing. For those who missed it at the start, I got another gift from my mother today. Or yesterday, I should say. And it's, she crocheted a Sonic the Hedgehog, and it's fucking hideous. Look at the eyes. It stares into your soul. Those are the eyes that say, I have killed, and I will kill again. So, like, you know. Anyway.
Does Ethan not understand the Turkish-Arab rivalry? Yeah, we're trying to mend the Turkish-Arab rivalry, okay? We're trying to become one.
Is my mum on glue? No, my mum is naturally mental. She doesn't have to take drugs for that. In fact, she probably should take some sort of medication. No, but she's just naturally mental. That's what she does. She's taken up crocheting and making appalling things.
Good job. Good job, Austin.
The next person is one of my favorite people, Ethan Klein.
I told you guys to clap.
This is a good reaction.
That was a good one.
Dude, VO in the middle, just in her egg shape.
Oh, Jewish.
Dude, where's the? You guys are missing a category for Zion. I forgot who said this, man. Zionist. That was a joke. That was just a joke in my.
Denims.
Why did he edit and show everyone that his face fell? Why did he do that? Oh, God.
True. She didn't even put teeth on him. My Sonic doesn't have teeth. It's not canon. Unless it's got teeth. And convince your mum you're into the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to get turtles. Oh, well, the thing is, I was into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when I was a kid, right? So it would be perfectly applicable under her weird paradigm of giving me stuff that, like, relates to my childhood and as a way of, like, bonding as adults or whatever. If she gave me TMNT related things. Because I was into the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when I was a kid. At no point was I ever into Sonic. And yet I think my younger brother has convinced her that I am into that. So she keeps giving me rubbish. Although, God almighty. Fucking imagine the kind of rubbish she'd crochet if she was trying to do fucking turtles. Ugh.
We're very proud of you, Denims, for bringing anti-Semitism right on stage, and you guys are killing it. And may I point out here, Chevron, Capcom, and Samsung. Do you know that there is an Arab to Jew tier list happening in front of your sponsor?
Except that there wasn't, but okay.
And you guys were so kind to sitting right in front of them. Chevron, Samsung, and Capcom. By the way, a bit of irony. I love that they're boycotting hummus and sitting in front of a Chevron logo. Like, yeah.
Next, someone's going to tell me that Twitch is owned by Amazon. And people exist in a society and we didn't fall out of a coconut tree. That would be crazy. Thankfully, everybody knows content creators would never work on a platform that did or supported bad things ever. Of course.
I wonder which one's doing more damage. Okay. We know Twitch is like place favorites with everything. If they were really serious about anti-Semitism, Sneeko and Fresh and Fit would never have been brought back to the platform. It's just a no-brainer, right? But they were welcomed back with open arms. And I mean, their whole platform is...
Denims, why did you personally approve the Chevron sponsorship for TwitchCon? Sorry, my bad. My bad, sorry. That was my fault. Sorry. I also have to come out with a bit of a confession. I'm against slave labor, but I have an iPhone. Yeah.
He's literally doing the Boars comic thing. You exist in society. I'm very smart.
I know, I claim to be a socialist and yet I participate in capitalism. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. I just thought I should tell you guys, alright? I'm sorry.
Essentially for the past year has just been anti-Semitism. I'm not even kidding. And that's literally all they talk about. I don't know what to say. You know, I've kind of been put in this position where, like, I watch this clip and I'm like, what the fuck am I actually watching? This is mad. I need to say something. Chevron, Samsung, and Capcom.
Dude, there's a genocide happening, but these Arab people made a list where they rated content creators. So I just need to say something right now.
They deserve to know. You know, I know Capcom put in a Shmuley the Rabbi in the next Street Fighter game.
Did he not watch the full context? Like, this is what I mean when I say, like, I feel bad for Ethan Klein because he falls for bait so easily. Like, I'm surprised that he's not like a lolcow to everyone around him, because you could send this guy anything and he will fall for it. Like, he's never looked into any of the stuff that he's talked about ever. It's why he's wrong about lots of stuff all the time. He doesn't... It's sad. Like, I feel bad for him. This is like the calendar all over again. Yes. Yes. Unironically, this has the same vibe as Hagari being like, this is terrorist list. This is terrorist. This is Hamas terror calendar. Like, this is insane, dude. This is crazy.
Who attacks with the dreidels and throws foreskin. So they are very in touch with the Jewish identity. So we're going to have to ask them.
Dude, I don't know what's going on with, like, the lighting there, but, like, the little ghost in the background looks so haunted and spooky. Looks so cool. Okay, sorry. Going back, what was he talking about?
Foreskin. So they are very in touch with the Jewish identity. So we're going to have to ask them. That's it. Enjoy the weekend. I know there's going to be lots of obfuscating and excuses for this video. And, you know, let's be real, guys. Let's just look at this optically. Imagine this flipped. Super Jew and colonizer on the bottom, right?
Guys, reverse the roles. Change the list into something that it's not. Not so funny anymore, is it?
Yeah, I mean, that's basically the point. He's making shit up. Yeah.
I hate hummus. Now replace hummus with Jews. Not so funny, is it? Yeah. Not so funny anymore.
And I go, Frogan, we know where she goes. She goes to the bottom. Like, let's be fucking real, okay? No one else would get that treatment. So don't even try to pretend or act.
That's the funniest thing. As if Zionists don't get the most ludicrously soft touch treatment, and as if Arabs are in any way fucking treated fairly on social media. It's the typical fucking cry bully bullshit, man. Fuck this guy. Anyway, I'm done. I know it's a short stream today, but fuck it. Should we have some Moodeng? Let's go. We need to cleanse our palates with some fat, angry baby. Moodeng's basically a big fat cat. Cake! Yes. See, it's skittish like a cat. Oh, is she going to slip? Is she going to slip? Oh, no. Okay. Oh, look. Maximum anger. 0 damage. I don't know what they're rubbing on her, but she's... Yeah. Oh. Oh. Silly fat baby. No. Anyway, enough. enough. So, yeah, this was a thing. I hope this stream doesn't get me fucking cancelled. Jesus Christ. Cake indeed. Cake indeed. Also, SJD, you should hit the follow button. As you are a first-time chatterino. You should. You should. Yeah. Anyway, who's going on Twitch that I can send you over to? I don't know, because this... You should hit the follow button. Shut the fuck up, Logan. I did not give you permission to speak, you prick. Because I don't usually stream at this unbelievably silly hour.
Victory is ours.
Tina's going. I'll send you over to Tina too. Hello SJD, welcome to the Cavolution. I'll be at a Cavolution temporarily halting for the evening. Yes, I'll send you over to Tina too. And you can all go and say hello there. There are too many people called Tina on this fucking website. That's what I've just discovered. Anyway. I'll see you probably tomorrow. Probably with some Prime Minister's questions firstly, and then I'll find something much more fun to do afterwards. Yeah, stay safe, stay beautiful, free Palestine, no pass around.